Chad coming at you this Sunday morning from Griffin Pipes. Today, I'm going to show off a pipe that I'm working on. One of my customers, he's bought 2 pipes off of me already and had me to make 2 more. And I don't know if you can hardly see that one because I'm in the dungeon. But that's one that I'm doing for him. And I've got another that I'm working on for him right now. And I've got 2 more for other people that's wanting some pipes. And oh yeah, if you didn't watch my video a minute ago, I'm smoking my Peterson Dracula. That I converted over to a 6mm filter, and in it I'm smoking some Ken Byron Byronic slices. You may have seen a video here a while back with it. It's some kind of look moldy or plumy or however you want to call it, but it smokes really good. Yeah, it's been a crazy week around here this week. First of the week, my daughter and grandbaby, they had COVID, and so didn't get to see him much this week. Then in the middle of the week, my wife called me and said that car she thought maybe was on fire. She had it out at the barn putting a little bit of air in one of the tires. It slowly goes down a little bit. And while she was doing that, she come back in and smelled smoke. Well, we got it all. Well, first it was raining outside, the windows are down. She shut it off and it wouldn't start back. So I put a jumper box on it after I got home and was able to get it away from the barn, get the windows rolled up on it. And long story short, comes to find out, I think it was my alternator going out and maybe overcharging the battery. I don't know. But nothing was burnt, but it may have done that and made acid fumes smell. So we've been on the hunt for a vehicle all week, and that has been a nightmare. You call the place and ask them about a vehicle, and you go look at it first, and it wasn't even there after we talked about coming and looking at it, and they said, come on out, and got there, and it was in a paint shop somewhere. Well, 2 days of craziness. Drove to Gallatin, Tennessee, and we drove 2.5 hours that day around trying to find a vehicle. And everything just ragged out, clapped out, just rough looking. And we get to Gallatin and had our eye on one down there and got down there. And I talked to the boy before we ever went. Now he said, oh yeah, and it's Escalade. Now, a lot of people said, oh, crazy money, but you can buy Escalade as cheap as you can buy a Tahoe or something of that sort. So we went down there to look at it, and he said, oh yeah, the Escalades are better taken care of. We pulled up, and my wife said, oh my gosh. I said, yeah. I said, I ain't too impressed with it, are you? And she said, no. So we got out and looked at it. We looked at about 5 different vehicles. Every vehicle we looked at there was junk. And he kept saying, oh, these are used vehicles. Well, I know they're used vehicles, but there's a difference in a well-maintained used vehicle and a clapped out used vehicle. And he was a shady dealer. You know, if anybody's down in that way looking for a vehicle and sees this, if you want to know their name, I ain't going to tell it, but I'll tell you, you know, to send me a message. But yeah, it just, oh, that's absolutely horrible. Everything. They're all supposed to have air ride suspension. Get underneath them and look at them, and they took the air ride off and put regular shocks and stuff on it. Body work done to them, and horrible body work. Just screens busted out of the radio. It just goes on and on. It's nasty inside. They wasn't cleaned or nothing. So we was disappointed. This is the third day of vehicle shopping, so we was headed back home. Stopped at a gas station to get a drink, used the bathroom. I told my wife, I said, well, I seen one more little place down here. Let's go down there and see it, or see if we can find them. And we looked, and it was within a mile and a half where we was at. So we headed down that way. Well, long story short, we got down there, and as soon as we pulled up, we seen a Cadillac Escalade sitting there. And I asked the boy, and it was a 2017 model. I'm figuring they're going to want $40,000 for this, but I asked them anyways. And that boy said, I think we're only asking $24,000 for it. I'm like, Well, long story short, we take it and drive it, come back. He said, yeah, sure enough, we're just asking $24,900 for it. And I said, well, we're interested in it. And I said, can you do any better? So we went in and talked to the main boss, and I told him, and he said, well, let me see here. And he totaled it up and give us the total, and he knocked it down to $25,500. And this thing looks like brand new. Just a couple minor cosmetic things, and you can tell it's well maintained. And the inside looks new, the outside's real good shape. And so we bought it, and we're really tickled with it. And but you know, for $25,000, it's hard to buy any good used vehicle. And you know, why not go ahead and get a if you can get one with a lot more features on it for the same price. I don't know. We've got a Range Rover, and everybody, oh, you've got a Range Rover. I give $9,000 for a Range Rover, and it has been a total nightmare. Got a thing on that in a minute. But a lot of your luxury vehicles sells cheaper because most of the people that buys them new don't want used ones. So, you know, if you're out looking, and I've never owned a brand new vehicle ever. And I've always bought used. Let somebody else take that big lick, you know. But on that Range Rover, get back to it, I ordered an alternator for it and waiting on it. And it's always had a transmission light, service transmission light on since we got it. Well, come to find out, I was doing some research today, and there's a guy said that he had the same problem, and he had a dome light fuse that was blown. And got to looking, and sure enough, ours was blown. So that fixed the transmission problems all along. Those are notorious for, if this sensor's bad, it'll show 7 different things. It's crazy. Well, that's my rant for today and my weekly stuff. But if you see anybody looking for a good Range Rover, we're going to have one for sale when I get it all put back together. But it's liable to be a good one now, but I'm just tired of working on it, you know. And a lot of people can't work on themselves, so that's one reason they get rid of them. Well, everybody, remember, we're all brothers of the leaf. Try to bless somebody. I've been truly blessed this week, and family's doing good, and we finally got us a vehicle. Maybe everything will be smooth sailing next week. Well, till next time, I'll talk to you later.